Konnichiwa minna. Hello everybody. In this video, I want to do my update series of me playing Pokemon, the Pokemon trading card game online. I am very sorry guys. It's been like 3 months since I've played the game because I was taking a little bit of a break and now I'm ready to play again. So, gomenne. So the deck that I was playing the most is Gardevoir EX because I am a huge fan of Gardevoir as far as like the TCG. I really like the original Gardevoir from I think like Ruby and Sapphire. I really like the one from like Secret Wonders and the Level X. I really like the GX, the Fairy Gardevoir GX from like I think Guardians Rising or something like that. Which I really do miss Fairy. Like I miss Fairy Pokemon so much. And I really do like the tag team of Sylveon and Gardevoir GX. I also like that deck too. So this deck is no exception. So when Paldean Evolved came out, I really wanted to build this deck, but I didn't have enough gems to do it. But now I do. So I will show you guys the deck list. Yeah, here we go. So starting off with the Pokemon. I run 3 Curlia for the refinement ability, where you must discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. Really, really, really good card because this card does stack. So if you have multiple Curlias out, you could do that multiple times a turn. So I really do like that a lot. I run 3 copies of Gardevoir GX, basically for her ability, Psychic Embrace. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a basic Psychic energy from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon. If you attach an energy to a Pokemon in this way, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. You can't use this ability on a Pokemon that would be knocked out. Really, really, really good card. It kind of reminds me of Typhlosion Prime from Heart Gold Soul Silver, but as a psychic type. And then Miracle Force for 190 for 2 psychic and a colorless, and this Pokemon recovers all special conditions. Actually not a bad attack actually, but obviously you want to use the other Gardevoir from Chilling Reign, which we will get to now. Probably the one change that I would make to this deck is that I wish it had another copy of Gardevoir from Chilling Reign, but in this particular build I have 2 of them. So for her ability Shining Arcana, once during your turn you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like and put the other cards to your hand. So very, very good card. It's basically a free +2, and then basically if you have multiple Gardevoirs on the board, you could do that multiple times a turn, which is amazing. And then Brainwave for 3 colorless energy for 60+. This attack does 30 more damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. So really, really good Pokemon. It could definitely hit really, really hard. And especially if you use Gardevoir GX to power her up. Really good. I run 1 copy of Manaphy for the ability Wave Veil. Prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon, which this card is only really good for like Rapid Strike Urshifu, which that deck is really not being played at all. I heard that deck is terrible now, but that's why that's there. 1 copy of Curlia. I love this card. I'm a huge fan of this card. For Mirage Step for a Psychic, search your deck for 3 Curlia and put them onto your bench and shuffle your deck. Really, really good card. Just being able to just put 3 Curlia on the bench, like without even using the rolls, which is amazing. I love this card a lot. And then 1 Radiant Greninja for the Concealed Cards ability. You must discard an energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. Really, really good. Like that ability allows you to put Psychic Energy into the discard pile. That way you can use Gardevoir GX's ability. And then, of course, 4 copies of Rolls. You need that to evolve into your Gardevoir. So that is all the Pokemon. Now we're going to the trainers. So 4 copies of Ultra Ball, that's staple. 4 copies of Rare Candy, that is staple, that is a must, period. Like especially in Stage 2 decks. 4 copies of Arven to search your deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool card and reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. So really, really good. I would use it for Rare Candy. I would use it for like Counter Catcher, Nest Ball. So really, really good card. Staple, I think. And 1 copy of Havery. So you draw 3 cards, and if you drew any cards this way, your opponent has to discard Pokemon from their bench until they have 3. So really, really good card. To lessen your opponent's bench is really, really good, and drawing 3 is also really good. And then 2 copies of Counter Catcher. So really, really good, kind of like Boss's Order, but as a trainer, but you have to have more prize cards than your opponent. So really good. So this card says you may use this card only if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active. Really good. 4 copies of Fog Crystal. That is staple in all Psychic decks. To search your deck for a Psychic Energy card or a basic Psychic Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. Really good, since we're running a Psychic deck. You need that. That's definitely staple. 3 copies of Iono. Basically like N, where you get to shuffle. Yeah, both you and your opponent get to shuffle cards back into your deck. Yeah, so you take your hand, you shuffle it back into your deck, and then you draw equal to the remaining prize cards that you have. So really, really good. If your opponent has like this insane hand and they only have like 1 to 2 prize cards left, you could just use Iono to shrink that hand down. Amazing. 2 copies of Super Rod. Shuffle up to 3 of any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Really, really good. I love recovery in my decks, so really awesome. 4 copies of Level Ball. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Really good. You can use that on Ralts. I've used it on the Curlia, like the one where the attack is you get to put all your Curlias just directly onto your bench. I've used that with Level Ball as well. And then this is a recent change that I did. I used to put in 4 VIP pass, and it just really was not working for me, in my personal opinion, because you can only use it if you're going first. So if you're not going first, then that card is pretty much dead, and I just don't like that. I don't like that chance. So I replaced it with 4 copies of Artisan. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon that does not have a rule box and put it onto their bench. Then that player shuffles their deck. So really, really good. I like it. 1 copy of Bosses, which I kind of want to increase it to 2, but I'm still thinking about that. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to their active spot. Really good. 4 copies. Like I think I said Ultra Ball already. So yeah, that's all the trainers. Now going on with the energy. Basically, I have 10 Psychic in this deck. Like you need that for Gardevoir EX. You need that to attack hard with the baby Gardevoir. So you need that. And I run 2 copies of Reversal Energy, which basically it's as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, then this card is attached to an evolution Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, and it provides only 3 energy at a time. So basically you're using this for the baby Gardevoir from Chilling Reign. That's the only reason you run this card. So, yeah, that is the deck. Really, really fun deck to play. I really do enjoy it. Now going on to the matches that I remember, at least. So, I remember I was facing, so this was a pretty fun match. I remember I was facing against a Venusaur EX deck, I think from 151. So basically, Venusaur EX's attack, I think, allows you to hit for like 180, and then your opponent, then your opponent's Pokemon is also not paralyzed. I think it's confused and poisoned. So they hit me with that, and then, of course, I keep missing the coin flip, so I keep on hitting myself, and that's how I lost that match there. So that was kind of funny, but yeah, what can you do? I really can't stand confusion as a status condition, especially with Gardevoir EX. Like, it's like if that attack would have went through, I would have been able to heal all my status conditions, which would have been really cool. But the coin flips were not in my favor, so like it's fine. I faced a couple of Charizard decks. I think I got defeated by the Charizard decks because I think the bad thing about Gardevoir is that you have to set up really quickly, like with that deck. Because if you don't, then the deck just kind of just falls apart. And I think that's why I got defeated by the couple of Charizard EX decks that I faced. Because, yeah. Oh well. But Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames is still a really, really strong deck. Really, really strong. So I got defeated by both of those. And most of the decks that I've played is mostly like the decks that you get automatically online. So it's like I faced against like the basic water deck, the basic lightning deck, or the ground deck. I've also faced like a Lunatone Soul Rock deck, I think paired up with Shadow Rider Calyrex. So that's also really, really cool. And also, I've seen Shadow Rider Calyrex in Gardevoir EX as well. So that's also really, really neat. Those decks were not that hard to beat. Like, basically, I had my bosses, or like the counter catchers, and then I would just load up the baby Gardevoir and just knock the Shadow Rider Calyraxes out. So those weren't too bad. Yeah. So, like, if you guys want to know my record, because it's pretty bad, knowing my stats. Okay. So, victories, I have 89 victories, 93 losses, and the total matches played is 182. So yeah, more losses than victories, as usual, because I suck as a player. But that is okay, because Gardevoir EX is a very new deck. I think I just built it like a couple days ago, so I still have to get used to the deck. So yeah, guys, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. And also, what decks are you playing in 2024? And are you guys excited for the rotation? So yes, the rotation is coming, I think in April, I believe. And basically, it's going to be the half regulation onward, or Brilliant Stars onward. So that's going to be quite interesting. So I'm really excited for it. So that means no more baby Gardevoir from Chilling Reign. No more of that psychic orb, I can't remember. So that's rotated out. But I am excited for the stadium card that I think it's coming out, I think, in Paldean Fates. I'm really excited for that one. So yeah, guys. I will see y'all next time. Matane!